I'm your jungle guide on Jungle Stories TV. This is another story in the series. There's this friend of mine who was in a church annual international church program with me some times ago. And while we were there, he met with one of his old co-tenants. That is where he was living before. There was this man that was living there, though the man has packed away from there, but that my friend was living there. So they met, and they exchanged pleasantries, and you know, they were so happy to see each other. And this guy who happened to be a friend of this my friend, was carrying a big Android phone, a very powerful Android phone. And my friend said, guy, this your phone is a big one. And the guy said, yeah, he has arrived. That after he packed from where he was living before, that God opened big doors for him, and he's not living fine. His phone was bigger than both of us. I mean, both my own phone and my friend's phone. His own phone was bigger than both of our own phones. So so we took him to a place, and we started chatting. And this my friend's friend said that he lodged somewhere. In that church program, there is this tent. There's a place that they have big tents for people to camp, not necessarily in a hotel, an open tent, so that people now stay there within the period of the program. So he took this my friend there, to introduce my friend to some of his people that were staying together in that tent with him. And I didn't go with them, but I was, waiting for them. And when they came back, this guy now told my friend that that is what he was carrying when they came back to where I was sitting. He now told my friend that is what he was carrying, that he has run out of battery. They need to go and charge it. You understand? Then my friend escorted him. My friend accompanied him back to where he actually stayed in the camp, in the open tent. And there was a place for him to charge. So he started charging that his big phone, and asked my friend to give him his own phone, that my friend's phone now, which is smaller compared to his own. That because he was expecting some calls. So he removed his SIM from his own phone while he was charging, and he started it into that my friend's Android phone. My friend had an Android phone and a smaller phone. So he now wanted to use that my friend's Android phone, and he started his own SIM to my friend's phone. And my friend now was using his own smaller phones to make his, receive and make his call. They believe that as soon as his friend's phone get filled, as soon as the phone is fully charged, that he was going to return his phone back to him because they were friends. And from all indication, the guy is living bigger than that my friend now, and the guy's phone is also bigger, more sophisticated than that my friend as at then. Can you imagine this strategy? So, my friend actually believed that yes, there was nothing he could do because the phone the friend had is bigger than his own phone. So, we were, discussing, we were chatting, and after we took some drinks, we left. And when we left, we went to uh, another side of the camp. That is another side of the camp, not where the guy was staying. There are so many tents, there are so many camp around. So we went to another side of the camp. We were just going around. So after like 3 hours, the guy said, okay, that we should wait for him. That he wanted to go quickly to where he was charging his phone, get his phone, and then come back and meet us here. And he went with my friend's phone because he was actually making it to make calls. Do you know that when this guy left, telling us that he was coming back to give my friend his phone, do you know up to date, we've not seen the guy again. Hmm. As I speak, we've not seen the guy again. This guy went to that his tent, picked that his phone that he said was charging alongside with my friend's phone, and disappeared with it right inside the heart of a church in an international church convention. Can you see? Can you imagine him on this? So you must be very, very careful. Wherever you are, take security as very, very important. Do not say you are in the religious ground. Do not say you are in the church, you are in a mosque, and therefore all things are well. All things are not well. Because it's not everybody that comes to the religious ground that actually there to serve God. Be wise. Be security conscious. This is a good security tips. God bless you.